Number one, fire extinguisher. We highly recommend having a fire extinguisher in your kitchen in case of a fire in the kitchen. Here's an example of one. We do have a fire extinguisher demonstration over there, so kids can get a chance to practice the PASS system. If you don't have a fire extinguisher, this is a device that has a magnet on it that will secure itself to the bottom of your microwave. And in case you have a fire, there's a sensor on the bottom. Once triggered, will activate an agent that'll put the fire out on top of your stovetop. If you have young kids in your home, one of the things that's recommended too is a plastic knob that goes over the knob on your stove. You just take the knob off, slide that on, put the knob back on. It spins around so that young kids can accidentally turn your stove on. And if you are cooking in the kitchen and you need to step away, be sure to set a timer so it reminds you to come back and check the stove. And can any of the kids guess what this is?
What is that?
Smoke detector, yes. It's important to have these tested once a month, so your parents should go up, hit the test button, and make sure they're functioning. They should also change the batteries once a year. Make sure the batteries are fresh. And go ahead.
I say Dad probably tests it once a week when he burns a toast.
And then they should be replaced every 10 years. We have an example of this time of year, a lot of people are cooking fried chicken on the stove or cooking some fish on the stove. As you can see, it can easily turn into fire on the stove if you're not paying attention to it. We recommend using a deep fryer instead. Can anyone guess why we use a deep fryer instead of cooking on the stove? You can control the temperature. That's the biggest reason. You can set the temperature, you're not worried that it will get too hot. Now, a firefighter sievers is gonna go up. You wanna pop the lid off of that? One of the things you can do as a homeowner, if you notice that a flame starts on top of the pan, you can take the lid from the pan and put it on top, and that'll distinguish the fire. Oh, I think it may have burnt to it. There you go.
You don't have a lid laying around. He's also going to show you another option here.
There, it put the fire out. Now it's going again. Great job. Now, use the, you want to use a cookie sheet there, Sievers? He can't hear very well in there. Now, if you are able to put that fire out with a lid, you still call 911 so we can come out and make sure everything's extinguished and there's no lingering fires. We'll bring tools out to measure and make sure nothing's too hot in the kitchen as well.
So you can see now, if you guys don't have a lid laying around, he's got just a normal little cookie sheet up there, and you can just set that on top. Anything that's flat is going to block all of the oxygen from getting to that fire. And now for the fun part.
You want to go out? Uh-oh. You got it? Make sure I'm not in your way.
Oh, you're fine.
And this is what happens if you put water on. Can you imagine that in your kitchen? Your cabinets are going to start on fire. It's kicking hot grease out as well that's on fire. So everything around is going to catch on fire. This is a stainless steel environment, so nothing's going to catch on fire. Do we have any questions from the crowd at all? And remember, if that happens, call 911. Get out and call 911.
Great.
Well, thank you for coming out.
How's everybody doing? Thank you for coming out to Big Lake Fire Department's open house. So, how many people here like Thanksgiving? Yeah? You guys deep fried turkey before? No? Well, we're going to demonstrate on what not to do with the deep fryer during Thanksgiving. So we got frozen turkey here. We got Captain Nick myself, and firefighter Ruberg, they're standing by to extinguish the flames. So like I said before, this is a frozen turkey. We obviously do not want to put a frozen turkey in a boiling vat of grease. So before you deep fry your turkey this Thanksgiving, make sure it's thawed out. So if you guys are gonna be doing this at your home, fish fries, turkey fries, make sure you have this stuff outside. We don't want to be doing this inside the garage with the door shut. All right, give it up for Jeremy, Nick, and Kyle. All right, first off, I'm firefighter Justin. This is firefighter Jeremy and back. I'm going to go over some safety stuff here with you guys because we do have live fire and smoke exposure in this trailer. So we're going to set up and demonstrate a bedroom fire. Going to have a trash can that starts on fire, starts a curtain up here. We got some residential sprinkler heads in here to demonstrate life safety suppression systems. So life safety suppression systems are not designed to actually put the fire out. They're designed to give you time to get out of your residential structure or commercial structure. So what we have here, we got 2 sidewalls. I have one live one just in case this other one doesn't go off. And if you guys are uncomfortable at any time, you can leave the trailer, just exit out here over to the right. Don't go out the left door. Jeremy and back will help you go out the door safely. So here we have 135 degree rated temps. We have glass bulbs. So what happens here, fires are going to rise up this curtain. It's going to go over this dormer here. The flames are going to get warm up here. Once it hits 135 degrees, that glass bulb is going to break. And then it's going to release the water into a spray pattern and put the curtain out. So if we're all ready, here we go. Here we go, we got the trash can on fire. You'll quickly see the room here is going to quickly fill up with smoke. It's only going to take a matter of seconds for this curtain to light on fire and shoot across the ceiling here. If you're inside the trailer here, we got an intense heat already starting. Smoke rising through the room, and the flames reaching all across the ceiling here over towards where the sprinkler heads are located. The miracle is only a matter of seconds in order to set off the bulb there. Alright, there you have it, folks.
Okay, we're going to demonstrate here how we get into a car, do the jaws of life and the cutters. But first thing, when we roll up on a scene, we got to disable the car. So we're going to cut the battery so there's no electricity running through the car, or we cut through any electrical cables. And if it was a smashed up car, we'd take the spreaders and we'd pop the hood, or this one just happens to be easy to open up. Then for our safety and everybody else's safety, we do chalk the car so it doesn't go anywhere. We would normally pop the tires, but we're not going to do that today on the car. And if we didn't have Jeff with us, we'd use our splitters to lift the car. Now, if we need to, we're going to take out the windshield to get in. Now, if the car was totally disabled, we couldn't get in. Now we could get personnel in there to stabilize the victim. Then we have the next group of guys are gonna pop open the door. And we usually tell the victims inside to be prepared for loud noises, just so they know what's going on. And once we have the door open, we're going to swing it way out of the way. And then we'll cut the hinges. Sometimes doors are harder to get off than you really think. So there we go. Now once we have the door off, we can get the patient out and then get them off into the ambulance, and away they go. Then we'll have Ruberg just cut the A post. We're not going to roll the roof, but if we have to, we can cut the A post, B post, put a dent, and then we can roll the whole roof right over. We'll do that not the next demonstration at 1:30. We'll actually roll the hood or the roof. So there he's cut the A post, and like I said, normally we'd roll the hood, but we'll do that roof. We'll do that in the next demonstration. So if you guys stick around, you can see that. Thank you for coming out.